Hey, Leah here from Weston Leah 1023 XLC and sitting down with my dear friend Don Wilson of Funtimes DJ. How's it going?
Hey, it's going pretty good, Leah.
Now, I feel like everyone knows Don Wilson of Funtimes DJ because do your tagline, Don. I can't do it justice.
We make your wedding sound like your wedding.
And having been a bride of Funtimes DJ, that is something that I can truly say you guys do. Now, given the steps of how a bride and a groom are going to sit down with all different types of vendors, the way that you guys do things at Funtimes DJ and set it up for a bride and groom's wedding day is really unique. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, most every other DJ that I've ever discovered, they just show up and they play music, and a lot of times it's the same stuff that they did at the last wedding and the wedding before that and the wedding before that. When in reality, every couple is unique to who they are. And back in 1998 when I started this, I started with a smaller questionnaire, and then it grew. It's a 6-page wedding questionnaire now, where we're asking things like, what was the first song you and your fiance ever slow danced to? Your parents' wedding song, friends from school you'll be inviting, what are the songs that evoke fun memories? So here's a couple of the different scenarios that ended up happening that were really beautiful at weddings. So with the question, was your wedding date chosen for any special significance? We found out that it was the bride's grandparents' 61st wedding anniversary, 61 years. And I said, find out if they had a song. And they did. So we played that for the cake cutting. So while Chris and Carrie were cutting their wedding cake, behind them was Grandma and Grandpa dancing. Can you imagine the photos? I know, it's amazing. One of the other questions is, was your first dance chosen for any special significance? And so we were able to say, 3.5 years ago, Ian sang the song to Lara on their first date, and tonight it's their first dance together as husband and wife. Is Mark Cohen, true companion.
Oh, how beautiful.
Those things don't happen unless you ask the right questions. And really the process is, and I don't want to call it a process. Here's how fun is made. We at the time of booking, we give you the questionnaire, and then 2 months before your wedding day, we go over everything so that way music doesn't change a whole lot in those 2 months. And then also those 30 days as you get closer to your wedding, Leah, it just gets crazy. Like, okay, did I remember this? Did I remember this?
Yeah.
We don't want music to be a part of that. We want you to think, okay, well, the DJ's taken care of, music's all set, I don't have to worry about that. Because at the end of our meeting, when we sit down 2 months beforehand, we go over everything, make sure we answer all questions, and then really give you a recap of how the evening will flow, and it makes it a lot easier on our brides and grooms.
Now, when you say, you give that 10 or 6-page questionnaire, it did feel like 10 pages. And at first it's like, oh, wow. But really it's making it so you can simplify things and exactly what you said. So it's something that you don't have to worry about, because the things that people remember from a wedding are the food and the music. And a lot of other times, people will get this idea like, oh, I have a friend that could come and play some songs, and that's not going to cut it. You guys do a fantastic job. I know firsthand, especially with the special request, and a little bit different because you and I know each other, and Dan did my wedding.
Right.
But there were things that came up during weeks leading into my wedding, like the Blackhawks being in the playoffs.
Right.
And this is 8 years ago, it was game 2. And, while it didn't take over my wedding, Dan still made sure that those people and us, because we wanted the updates as well, you guys you super serve all of your brides and grooms. And I think that is something when it comes to your wedding, and choosing a DJ is very, very important. So thank you.
And even and then thank you for, going with Funtimes DJ. I appreciate it, Leah. One of the things too that you have to do is, and this surprises a lot of people when you have to find different songs, like your introduction song, your cake cutting song, things like that. So by asking questions, about the couple, we're able to make suggestions to the bride and groom about, hey, maybe what do you think of this song?
Right.
And, just like the cake cutting story that I described, that's how you arrive on that stuff, is by asking really good questions. So I'm really proud about how we do that. We're not one of these companies where you get whomever, you'll know who your DJ is. You'll I don't know, you go through the whole process. And I don't want to say process again. You know everything, and you can just relax as a bride.
Right. Yeah, I know you, I know Dan, but my husband didn't know you guys. And he really got to know you guys leading into our wedding. And it was just, it made it easy, and it made it special. And it's really important when a bride and groom are choosing a DJ, someone that's setting the tone for the entire night, that they go through the steps. Let's say steps, Don, instead of process.
Thank you. Thank
I
you.
like the steps. Now, how far in advance do you tell a bride and groom to make sure that they are booking with you guys?
Now everything's been so weird, and we've
Right.
been happy to, move weddings, move wedding dates, move wedding locations, because, for instance, in Illinois, some of those weddings weren't able to happen, and they moved into Wisconsin. And we've been very flexible with people, to do that. There are people right now, really for Illinois. It's like June on, people are booking. We've got a 2022 wedding on the books already.
Awesome. I figured as much. I know a lot of people get pushed off from the crazy COVID year, ended up just skipping even this year and going to next. So,
Right.
Easiest way for a bride and groom to get in touch with you, Don Wilson of Funtimes DJ, and get the ball rolling on the steps to securing you guys for their wedding day.
Yeah, here's two real easy ways. Number one, like us on Facebook. Here's three ways actually. Funtimes DJ on Facebook. You can also call 847-406-DJ. That's 847-406-3535. Or just go to funtimesdj.com. We're actually in the process of redoing the entire website. So check out, again, funtimesdj.com. There's a link to send us an email as well.
Again, we make your wedding sound like your wedding. Did I do it good? Did I do it
You're
justice?
perfect. You're perfect.
Don, thanks so much for sitting down and chatting with me today.
You bet. Thank you, Leah.